What is going on, guys? If you are new to the channel, my name is Clint, also known as CALIWRX. This will be a new video of top 5 mods to get if you already have a semi-modded Subaru WRX or STI. So what I mean by semi-modded is an exhaust, a catback, or turbo back if you want, a cobb access port, and I think we'll start with those two, an intake, because those are probably the 3 most common mods that people get when they first buy a Subaru, is an exhaustive system of some sort, an access port, and an intake. So we're going to talk about top 5 performance-oriented mods that I highly recommend for a slightly to medium modified Subaru WRX or STI. The very first thing I would recommend, if you do not have it already, is sway bars and end links. These will be a combo deal. I would highly not recommend running sway bars with your stock end links, but the main reason I believe sway bars and end links are the best bang for the buck suspension mod that you can get is because it highly changes the driving style, makes the car stiffer, helps with body roll, turn in, keeping flat, and all that stuff. If you want a great write-up, I'll try to find the link, and if I find it, it will be in the bio below. There's a great write-up on which sway bar setting will best fit you and your driving style. This one guy tested like all the sway bars on the market and pinpointed exactly which one is good for what style of driving. So that's number 1, is sway bars and end links. Number 2 is a little bit more pricey, but if you have the extra means of money, it's something you're going to use every single day, and it's something you're going to really enjoy, but you definitely have to take your time in figuring out which part or which size, I guess, model you can say, and fitting you want, and that would be a racing bucket seat. Personally, I have the Sparco Ergo and the Sparco Pro Advan. I ran the Sparco Evos for a very long time, and those were a great daily seat with a little bit of aggressiveness. The reason I highly recommend a seat is because it really changes the dynamic of how you drive. You're no longer bracing yourself against the inner center gauges or center console area, and you're no longer bracing your knee on the door itself. I will cut this short because I hear my friend coming, and I'll pick up on a later note of the seats. So I believe we left off on seats. So definitely find yourself a seat, as it will really change the way the driving style and dynamic of your car drives and feels and handles and stuff like that. World of difference. Probably one of, hands down, my favorite modification to do to a car. And if I get any other car that I'm going to be having fun in, I'll definitely upgrade to a better seat. So that's number 2. Number 3 would be a Pro Tune. Yes, you can have a cobb access port and run off-the-shelf map, but a lot of you actually don't know, which I've read on forums and I've seen people ask, is they put the wrong parts on and then they run the cobb off-the-shelf map. And they ask, why is my car running like this? Sadly, the Subaru community has gone downhill. A lot of people don't understand components, stuff like that. They'll throw on a catless downpipe in the intake and throw on the off-the-shelf map for a catted downpipe, and they're asking why their car is running funky. And then a lot of people question, why did my car go boom? And the worst one I saw was a guy had like an AEM intake, like a, I don't know, the Go Fast, some fully atmospheric blow-off valve, a front mount intercooler, and he was running a cobb off-the-shelf map for just like the cobb intake and downpipe, some completely different map than he should have been running for his car, and it went boom. So get yourself a Pro Tune by an actual tuner, because they know what they're doing, and the car will be set up perfectly to what you have modified to your car. The off-the-shelf maps are designed for generic people to get them around until they actually get a Pro Tune. I would highly recommend not running an off-the-shelf map for a very long time. It's kind of common knowledge. Like, if you're getting a Pro Tune and you just got your car done and your tuner gives you a base map, don't go ripping around on your base map forever and avoid an actual Pro Tune, because that's not the final sealed deal for your car. So that's number 3 is a Pro Tune. Number 4 would be wheels and tires. Wheels and tires are a great option for your car because not only will it look better, but the performance aspects of it are great. Wider tire means more contact patch on the ground, and I mean 225 I believe is the OEM size, and this is a 265. So overall, yeah, it's going to be more expensive to get tires, but you're going to be having maximum grip that you can get. These are Michelin Pilot Super Sports, which are a great daily tire and all season, great for canyons, spirited driving here and there. Definitely do your research on what size you want. This is an 18 by 9 plus 38 offset, and I do have to roll and pull the rear fenders. You can get away if you ran a super aggressive camber to probably not have to pull the fenders, but majority, anytime you upgrade from an OEM wheel in the rear, you're going to have to roll the fenders. So that's number 4 is wheels and tires. And I would say the 5th thing, the very last thing, is coilovers. Those coilovers will really, basically, like a sway bar, change the whole dynamic of how your car feels, handles, and drives. Once again, Naziok has a incredible write-up for coilovers that I'll try to find, and the guy explains coilovers perfectly about how all the adjustment features, all the different coilovers that you have. I believe he tests at least 4 of them, like BC coils, the Tyne, however you want to say it. I'm forgetting the other kind. He did not test Olin's, which are like the best ones for our cars, I want to say. I have ISCs, and they're very good. They're a very entry-level coilover, but they still have lasted me three track days and lots of hard canyon drives, and they still ride perfectly well. So coilovers, if you're looking for the ultimate performance part to pair with everything else that you got, coilovers will definitely get you that much farther in the game for having fun with your Subaru. So if you guys agree, disagree, have any other mods that you think should have been replaced, please let me know down in the comments below. I'll throw in some honorable mentions: a short throw shifter, brake pads and stainless steel lines, and an AOS. Those would be my top 3 honorable mentions. There is a squirrel above me dropping leaves down. So once again, thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.